Hello everyone. I will talk about the paper called Topology Preserving Deep Image Segmentation. And there is a link to the source at the bottom of the slide if anyone is interested in further details. Image segmentation, that is assigning labels to all pixels of an input image, is crucial in many computer vision tasks. State-of-the-art deep segmentation methods learn high-quality feature representations through an end-to-end trained deep network and achieve satisfactory per-pixel accuracy. However, these segmentation algorithms are still prone to make errors on fine-scale structures such as small object instances, for example, biological cells, or instances with multiple connected components and thin connections. Such structures may be crucial in image analysis. A broken connection or a missing component may only induce marginal per-pixel error, but can cause catastrophic functional mistakes. Authors of this work proposed a novel deep segmentation method that learns to segment with correct topology. In particular, a topological loss was proposed that enforces the segmentation results to have the same topology at the ground truth, i.e., having the same Betti number, that is, the number of connected components and handles. A neural network trained with such loss will achieve high topological fidelity without sacrificing per-pixel accuracy. To this end, we propose to use theory from computational topology, which summarizes the topological information from a continuous valued function. The closest to this method was proposed by Mosinska and others, which also proposes a topology of error loss. But instead of actually computing and comparing the topology, their approach uses the response of selected filters from a pre-trained EGG19 network to construct the loss. These filters prefer elongated shapes and thus alleviate the broken connection issue. But this method is hard to generalize to more complex settings with connections of arbitrary shapes. Betti number is an accurate topological metric, but it's discrete and we need continuous valid function to train our deep learning model. As it is shown on the picture, for example, the Betti number of torus is 2, one component and one handle. Okay, but let's talk about our loss function. How can we get it? Given a continuous image domain, we study a likelihood map f of x, which is predicted by a deep neural network. Note that in practice, we only have samples of f at all pixels. In such case, we extend f to the whole image domain by linear interpolation. Therefore, f is piecewise linear and is controlled by values at all pixels. A segmentation x, that is a subset of image domain, is calculated by thresholding f at a given value alpha, that is often set to 0.5. We only consider binary segmentation. This method achieves both per-pixel accuracy and topological correctness by training a deep model with a new topological loss LT of Fg. Here F is the likelihood map predicted by the network and G is the ground truth. The loss function on each training image is a weighted sum of the per-pixel cross-entropy loss and the topological loss. And next we'll try to figure out how to define the topological loss. Okay, to define topological loss means to capture subtle structural differences between likelihood maps. We use the theory of persistent homology for this task. Instead of choosing a fixed threshold, for segmentation. Persistent homology theory captures all possible topological structures from all thresholds and summarizes all this information in a concise format called persistence diagram. And as it is stated, the main idea is to represent every topology structure of the image for a range of threshold values. For a continued valid function f, its persistent diagram contains a finite number of dots in two-dimensional plane. Each persistent dot P corresponds to a topological structure that borns and dies in the thresholding or filtration. The complexity of building one diagram is linear to the image size. To evaluate the topological similarity of our prediction and the ground truth, we compare the diagrams. And that's how we define the topological loss. For persistent diagrams of F and G, we find the best one-to-one correspondence between the two sets of dots and measure the total square distance between them. An unmatched dot will be matched to the diagonal line, and authors has proven theoretically that the topological loss, when minimized to zero, enforces the constraint that the segmentation has the same topology as the ground truth. Also, authors show that topological loss is a piecewise differentiable loss function over the space of all possible likelihood functions f, and thus can be used as a loss function to train our deep neural network. The proposed algorithm is architecture independent. However, authors utilized architecture of DIVE, that is currently state-of-the-art model and was designed for neuron image segmentation tasks. Our network contains 6 trainable weight layers, 4 convolutional layers, and 2 fully connected layers. The first, second, and fourth convolutional layers are followed by a single max pooling layer of size 2 by 2 and a stride 2 by the end of the layer. Particularly because of the computational complexity, patches of size 65 by 65 are used during all the training process. The experiments consist of comparing our model to the current state-of-the-art methods on some datasets, biomedical and others. We use 4 different evaluation metrics. Pixel-wise accuracy is a percentage of correctly classified pixels, and the remaining 3 metrics are more topology relevant, especially the last one, which is Betty error. And we can see that our method significantly outperforms existing methods in topological accuracy, which is represented through the last 3 metrics. That is all. Thank you for your attention.